I consider myself a genius that I figure out these codes without joining the Freemasons, without any help, without any mentor. But to actually put this system together,
that's like the most advanced coding of all time.
Wow, to actually put this together, it makes you think: is a human even possible of putting this stuff together? Because I'm usually the smartest person in the room. Yeah, I am arrogant. Deal with it. And I couldn't even fathom putting this system together. No one I know has the ability to do something like this. I mean, to make sure everything fits. Genius starts with G. G is the 7th letter. Gamble starts with G. What number do they always start showing in the casinos? 7. G is the 7th letter. You understand how it works? How many cards in the deck? 52. 5 and 2 is 7. So again, it's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. No matter what you look at, it's there. Let's look at sports. Michael Jordan, born 2/17/1963. He's an 11 life path. He mentored Kobe Bryant. Kobe's another 11, born 8/23/1978. He mentored Kyrie Irving. Another 11, born 3/23/1992. So 11 to 11 to 11. What do you think? This is a coincidence? Start looking at numbers. They never lie. Unlike the people over here in your chat board, when it comes to, you probably have a lot of NPCs.
There's a ton of NPCs.
There's a lot of NPCs in this chat, man. So we know the messages are going to resonate with NPCs. So if you think this is a fraud, if you want to talk jokes, if you want to talk shit, that's fine. You are an NPC because you refuse to take the challenge to better yourself when it comes to knowledge, to evolve to the point where, you know what? Maybe there's something a little bit out there that you don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see, but it's okay. Whatever.
NPC gang,
the people that it resonates with, there. Yeah, the people it resonates with, that's
how you know you have a soul. If this resonates, you congratulations, you have a soul. You want to do another trick?
Let's see it.
Okay. Go like this. Do you have anything on you? Okay, go like this. All right. Now take your hands like this, a little bit apart, just a little bit, and then go back, but don't touch them. No, further apart. Not that fast.
It feels like feels like a magnet.
Yeah, don't touch them. Exactly. Feels like a magnet.
What the fuck?
Exactly. Hold on. Just keep it like there. Now, I want you people at home to do the same thing. Take your hands and go like this. But don't touch. Don't touch. Close together. Like this. A little bit apart. A little bit apart. You should feel some kind of energy. You should feel some kind of magnetism. And if you don't, you're an NPC because you don't have a soul. Do you understand that? You do not have a soul if you can't feel it. Come here. Put your hands right here. Give me, okay? Do you feel that?
Yes. That's weird.
This is how stuff works. You have energy in your body. By the way, they don't teach you this stuff in schools.
What about 10 fingers, 10 toes, 4 limbs?
That's, yeah.
Anything about that?
I mean, people have 5 senses, you know.
Huh. Let's see, I have another good question. Porn. So, I'm not sure if there's numerology related to this, but I know the elites try to get us addicted to porn from a young age to pretty much destroy our soul. Is there anything numerology related to that stuff, or maybe our frequencies?
Yeah.
I would never kill myself.
Porn is given to you for free. There's some other stuff that was given to you for free that we won't mention that didn't turn out to be so good for you. If the elite are giving you something for free, there is something wrong with it. There is something really wrong with it. Porn breaks down the family unit. So what happens is the guy starts being addicted to porn, and he doesn't give his wife sex. He doesn't give his wife sex. She's mostly going to go out there and find it from someone else. So it basically destroys the family unit. I believe porn should be banned. I believe OnlyFans girls should be put out of business. And if I'm ever in a position of power, you best believe I'm going to do that. Because I believe in the family. See, what you don't understand is you Christians who are listening to me, we're mostly on the same team. I mean, I pretty much believe in the same thing they do. Ban porn. Go Trump. Stuff like that. I believe in the same thing you do. But there's a reason you vote for Donald Trump, and I know him. There's a reason for that. There's a reason you vote for him, and I get invited to the White House. Because obviously I know things that are valuable to people in positions of power. And I'm taking it I'm taking the time out my day to join your man over here to try to teach you some things. And if you think this is a joke, congratulations. When it's your time to be judged, at least they'll say, yo, someone actually tried to show you the way. Someone actually tried to show you the path, but you refused to take it. Whose problem was that?
It's your own. That's actually something that Muslims say. They say if you were never exposed to Islam and then you don't convert, then it's not your fault. But if you were exposed to it and then you don't convert, then you have to pay the consequences in the afterlife.
You know, Islam is a beautiful religion when things are falling apart. When you have nothing but degeneracy in the world, when you have women who have a higher body count at their age, when you have women who are allowing their bodies to be used like rental cars and then demand respect. You know, you cannot build families with these type of women. So when you have degeneracy at this scale, like you do with America and some other Western nations, welcome Islam. Welcome Islam, because listen, Islam is actually confronting the problem. You Christians, especially in America and Canada and, you know, some of these other Western countries, you have done like the Lord of the Rings and you have bent that fucking knee. You have bent your knee to your enemy and they will do whatever they want. You can't even bake a cake. You literally can't bake a cake. But Islam and the Muslims, they're actually standing up against people and they're actually standing up against degeneracy. So right now is a perfect time for Islam, because Islam can fix a lot of the problems that are in society today. The problem is when you have a stable society like we did in the late 1940s and the 1950s, when people can leave their cars and their, you know, everything, they didn't even have locks on the door. At that point, Islam kind of holds people back, because Islam doesn't even believe in reincarnation, for God's sake. I mean, they'll tell you, oh, it is reincarnation when you're a baby and then you're born. No, that's not reincarnation. That's how the human process works.
What makes you believe in reincarnation? Like, have you seen?
Because I've seen people, numerology, there's some people who are just older souls. There's some people who are just young souls. And you cannot tell me with any validity whatsoever that every soul has the same mission. Every soul does not have the same mission. So if every soul doesn't have the same mission, that means they're older souls and they're younger souls, which means Islam is wrong.
What do they call the devil's hour at night?
Got
3?
3 a.m.
3 a.m. Is there a reason for that?
I would probably think that they're trying to mock the Holy Trinity.
Really?
That's what I would believe they were trying to do.
What happened first?
What do you mean?
Like, what happened first? Does time go back infinitely?
I like to answer questions I can say with 100% validity, 100% fact, where I can back things up. If I was to answer that question, it would be a theorism, or a theory. I can't tell you. But yes, I do believe time is infinite. And the reason I believe that goes back to math. If you take 1/3 and 2/3 and you turn them into from fractions to decimals, 1/3 to decimals turns into 0.3333. It goes on forever. So I do believe, based off that math, that time and space can be infinite.
What about like prime numbers? Anything?
Of course, prime numbers mean something. There's a reason why, you know, certain prime numbers keep showing up all the time. Those are one of those things that you have to do the work to figure out why certain prime numbers are showing up in history over and over and over. And 13 is a prime number, isn't it? Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, that is interesting. What is there an NPC number?
If it is, I won't reveal it.
Do you tell Do you tell people? I guess you do. It's like the negative stuff that could happen in their lives with numerology.
Yes,
you give
100%.
them. You give them warnings.
I've told billionaires to get divorced from their wives.
And then did they ever not do it? And then the consequences paid.
Yes. There was the minority owner of the Golden State Warriors. I always like to bring this up. He is born in '66. And I told him 1996 was a bad year. And he's like, no, Gary, it was a good year. I made money and I got married. I'm like, are you still married? He's like, no. Did she take your bag? Yes. So sometimes when you do things at the wrong time, they come back to kiss you and that, you know, hurt you.
So you like when you say like lay low in your enemy year, you mean just like maintain?
Do you know how the game of football is played?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You either run the ball or you throw the ball, right?
Correct.
Okay. So if you're in your enemy year, this is what I recommend if you're on offense. First down, run the ball up the middle. Second down, run the ball up the middle. Third down, run the ball up the middle, and then punt. That's how you play it safe. That's how you play it conservative. Because if you try to throw the ball downfield, pick six. It's going to hurt you. If you take chances in your enemy year, it is going to hurt you. That's how the game is played.